So what about your guests? We all just gonna stare at you?
Guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my office decor, or do you want to prep for Top Takes Daily?
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
I mean, tell you the truth, I really wouldn't have noticed it if people like you didn't constantly bring it up. I mean, no offense, I'm really not trying to be combative here, but that's just my reality, man. Like, people cheer, people boo. You know, that's all a part of being an athlete.
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the
I mean, look, Shep would be a great track and field player. I mean, all you gotta do is run fast, jump high, and you get a medal.
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you, man to man, how do you respond to Shep Owens calling you out on his reality show?
Oh, wow.
This dude took shots at you.
Yo, honestly, that's just who he is. He's a trash human being who has no class.
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We got real beef.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation, but unfortunately, we are out of time.
All right, we are here with T-Mac, NBA Hall of Famer, legend, 7-time NBA All-Star. Welcome to 2K TV and 2K23. You just got your face scanned. How was it?
No, it was very interesting, but cool, cool experience.
Did you do anything to prep for the camera today, like extra moisturizer, a lineup?
No, I am who I am.
Okay.
I mean, before I left the hotel, it takes a lot to groom this gorilla, so.
Okay. All right, so.
Still very early in the season here, but Team Greg beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said.
Substitution making some changes here. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anderson is out there with Prince. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's MP. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. The pass to Pakusevsky. 2 minutes remaining in the first. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Prince wide open. It's good. This game is all even.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Outside, Dort. Passes it to Pakusevsky. Here's Muscala, defended by Anderson. Muscala, pass to Mann. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so, MP will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On draft night, many people wondered where MP might land. But, Greg, you think he was worthy of that 18th pick?
Well, I was a little surprised to see him go in the first round, but clearly his team believed in him, and the leadership and intangibles he brings are really hard to ignore.
It's Dort on the wing. It's good. Dort's got 5.
Some physicality there from Lou, pushing past the contact and into the shot.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Noel in for Jordan McLaughlin. Inside, MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting box.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pokusevski, the pass to Holmgren. Edwards against Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Shoots over Reid. Dort misses. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
The Timberwolves, 20. Let's get up and get loud for your...
Substitution now for Minnesota. MP's checked in for Reid. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Noel. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Kyle Anderson is out there with Prince. And it's MP in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Prince, the pass to MP. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this.
Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Over Russell. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. Man can't hit. Minnesota leading by 5.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and G.A., he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
Noel, he's checked in for Russell. Edwards kicks to MP. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And stolen by Prince. To Noel. And here's Anderson. Outside Edwards. Cranes the three-pointer. Edwards got 9 points.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
And so it's Minnesota.
41. The Timberwolves, 48.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation.
Substitution.
Some changes. Holmgren comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Muscala in for Baisley. And then for Minnesota, MP's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Reid comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Prince in for Noel. We've got Lou Dort. Mike Muscala out there with Holmgren. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves had the 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Muscala kicks to Dort. Giddey against Edwards to end the run. Muscala, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the middle, here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past. A few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Minnesota making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
6'3", 215 pounds. Dort is one strong guard. Hard to handle for the defenders.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And the first one drops. All free throws good from George.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. That shot wide open. Edwards got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And Edwards with the stuff.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read.
And the Thunder making a change here. Baisley's checked in. Minnesota making some changes. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rivers out there with MP. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory
for Minnesota.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And talk about putting pressure on your opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 left to be played against the Thunder.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D'Angelo Russell.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Now the pass to Forbes. He kicks it to Rivers. Passes it to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Into the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Maladon. Here's the three. Reed with the rebound. Here's McLaughlin. Here's MP. It's good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the Mickey with temperature difference? If you leave me a good, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me. I am so obsessed. I want to. Never need it. Make I see you in love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. And you, I want it. No, no, no. Don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, no, yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. No. Your body, they. Make I see you, low. Now you where they got my fancy.
Hey, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Hit a drop, man. Keep shooting.
Way to grab it.
Hey, right here. Keep shooting, baby. Shot.
Now we're rolling.
I see you want to work on finishing at the hoop. Let's get started. Get your mind right. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. We're here. We're here.
You suck.
We'll get the next one. Get your mind right. Get your head in the game.
Trash.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's go.
Come on, focus.
MP, what's up, bro?
T-Mac, man, you here to see me?
Yeah, I'm here to see you. Your agent told me you could use some advice.
Well, y'all clowning me or something?
Nah, nothing like that, man. I'm a fan.
All right, so what'd you do to get past that?
And I needed to talk to someone. Keep being you, bro. Keep supporting the people you know who are doing good work. And over time, you'll see those relationships grow. Have fun.
When we do these interviews a lot, when I'm talking to the people, they are so surprised at how many people play NBA 2K and how famous they are from being in the game to these kids. So is it kind of weird to you to be...
And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but...
He's checked in for Minnesota. Prince comes in for Noel. And the Spurs making a change here. So on the floor for the Spurs, Isaiah Roby out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Keita Bates-Diop. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Jones in at the point. Pass to Bates-Diop. Here's Roby. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From outside the arc. Bates-Diop can't get it to go.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Russell, the pass to MP. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Vassell outside. Roby inside, covered by MP. Edwards against Vassell. MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And Richard, the Spurs trying to rebuild without bottoming out. That's one of the hardest things to do in the NBA.
And they've got a lot of intriguing young players, but you need superstar talent to win in this league, and San Antonio is still in search of them.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. McLaughlin comes in for Russell. And San Antonio with a change here too. McDermott's checked in. Pass to MP. From deep three-point range. And McDermott pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Shot from 12. Not going to go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
Well, last year they swept the season series. There was a talent differential between the two teams. We'll see if that gap has narrowed.
Yeah, these teams were not on even ground last year, but no matter what it looks like on paper, we see teams make big turnarounds every season.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's MP. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Vassell. Here's the 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back.
Your Timberwolves.
Substitutions for Minnesota. MP is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Prince comes in for McDaniels. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Noel. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Pirtle. Bates-Diop comes in for Jang. McDermott's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jones in for Vassell. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's MP. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Anderson in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Pass to MP. good off the back of the rim. And for San Antonio, they're shooting only 23% so far. Here's Bates Diop, guarded by Edwards. Now here's McDermott. Shot to stop the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Anderson.
Looking at Doug McDermott, it took some time for him to find his footing in the league, but now he looks very comfortable.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Russell's checked in for McLaughlin. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Edwards for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Outside Jones. Pass to Collins. 24 seconds left in the first half. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Collins has gotten his first basket of the night.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Down low. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Russell.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Pass to McDermott. Back to Jones. Over Russell. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota.
47. The Spurs. 25.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quick. Changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. MP comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And McDaniels is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Jang, he's checked in for Pirtle. Roby comes in for Johnson. Bates Diop, he's checked in for Richardson. And McDermott subbed in for Vassell. So on the floor for San Antonio. Isaiah Roby out there with Keita Bates Diop. Then there's Doug McDermott. Then it's Gorgui Jang. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. Pass to Roby. And it's MP with a rebound. The front office got a lot of blowback when they made MP their first-round pick. Most of the fans had their eyes set on Shep Owens.
I know it was a tough decision. As a GM, you don't want to alienate your fan base, but at the same time, you have to do what you think is best for the club in the long term.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And he gets it back. Stolen by Reed. Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
McDermott finds Jones. And here's McDermott. Back to Roby. Yep, that one goes. Roby's got 8.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Here's Noel, defended by McDermott. MP, that was good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. McDermott, and McDermott with a slam.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. MP shot is off.
Timberwolves foul. Number 00. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
1 second left. No good on the shot. And so it's Minnesota, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three.
Substitution on the court.
And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. Step back and fire. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Right side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Outside Johnson, out to the right wing. Pass to Roby. And as recovery and injury prevention goes high-tech, Richard, many players are starting to wear the trackers to measure the wear and tear.
Well, look, wear and tear, at the end of the day, players have more things to their access. Doesn't matter if you're talking about medical equipment, treatment, doctors, trainers. So there's going to be wear and tear because that's professional sports, but more stuff today have been instituted to help the players recover faster.
And hopefully prolong their careers.
If they're good enough.
Here's Collins, and he converts the layup.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl Anthony Towns.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Richardson's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Collins. Roby's shot is good.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Johnson passes to Jones. Back to Johnson. Let's go with a 3. The shot misses. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching.
My baby, my Valentine. Yeah, now you do making what temperature they rise. If you leave me a good, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Love is important in me. I am so obsessed. I want to never need it. Make us see you in love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man. go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause the matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head.
I see you out there doing work. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get started, man. Let's get started. Give me that.
Y'all ready to lose?
Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do.
MP, you got a minute?
Of course, sure.
What's this I hear about you working on?
Look, man, I've been meaning
I thought I was clear with you. Basketball comes.
Make them work harder than this, or it's gonna be a long night.
You can't play the game forever. I played 15 years, but to actually have NBA 2K keep my legacy and you know, be a part of something that kids that never seen me play the game of basketball get to experience, like, you know, who is this guy that plays for the Rockets? Who is this guy that plays for the Magic? You know, and then to take what I do in the video game and then actually go and watch my highlights to see what type of player I was, I think it's pretty cool that, you know, we get to live forever in that sense and have kids or people that never seen me play live actually get a chance to, you know, play.
And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across.
Substitution on the court.
MP's checked in for the Timberwolves. Roby, he's checked in for the Spurs. On the court right now for the Spurs, Keldon Johnson is out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Jones. And it's Roby in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jones. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
To the paint. Here's MP. That one misses. Spurs trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Jones. Shoots from the baseline. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Noel passes to MP. Kept alive, Minnesota. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 9.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
It's Richardson on the wing. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And that one, good. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you can see the will that Josh Richardson plays with. Contact, not a problem for this guy. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Good on the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Right wing. 13 feet away. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
All the officials are all over that.
For San Antonio, they've made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. The first free throw is good.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. McDaniels kicks to Russell. Here's MP. Up again. And it's Towns on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Towns is out there with MP. Then there's McDaniels. Then it's Russell. And it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Back to Vassell.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Great. Devin Vassell came in as a 3-and-D type player, but he's grown beyond that.
He has added secondary ways to contribute on offense. Still, not a great shot creator, but can finish plays in a variety of ways to help his team.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Richardson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Spurs trail by 18. Pass to Vassell. Down low. And finished off by Jang.
Wow, big-time size, speed, power combination from Gorgui Dieng. Wow.
Russell finds MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Driving inside. Just 4 to shoot. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Hard not to root for a guy like Josh Richardson. Remember, he's a former second-round pick, but this guy put the time in the gym. He's an excellent teammate, and now he's a valuable rotation piece and an excellent two-way player.
It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple Hall of Fame.
Of course, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that finish sums up the whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You'd be hard-pressed to find an area where Zhang's growth has not been seen. No longer a guy you can send to the line.
Richardson outside. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Richardson's got 13 points.
Such a nice, smooth delivery by Josh Richardson. Range, yes, sir.
And so it's Minnesota.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves. 52. The Spurs. 39. Ready to move? Here.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very... Substitution for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. MP comes in for Towns. And it's Prince in for Noel. Gorky Dang's checked in for the Spurs. Keita Bates-Diop comes in for Jones. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Bates-Diop. Now Vassell. Kicks it out to Johnson. That shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead on the court for San Antonio. Josh Richardson out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Gorky Dang. Then it's Johnson. And it's Bates-Diop in at the power forward position. This is his first free throw of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers. And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
The Spurs making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. On the wing, Johnson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Not giving up on the play. Great job by Keldon to absorb the contact and still get the bucket.
That's good from Johnson. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They lead by 7. MP outside. Vassell grabs the board. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Russell inside. Here's MP. Offline from the top of the key. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He got to double digits for the
76. The Spurs. 72.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a...
He's checked in for Minnesota. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Kyle Anderson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Zach Collins checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Roby comes in for McDermott. Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for Richardson. And it's Vassell in for Jones. They've got MP. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Towns is out there with Russell. And it's Noel in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Russell passes to MP. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Poeltl, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Josh Richardson comes in for Roby. And Jones subbed in for Keita Bates-Diop. Johnson in the corner. Passes to Poeltl. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
MP, that's for 2. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Vassell with it. Jones, that's for 2. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Outside, Russell. A rebound by the Spurs. On the wing, Johnson. He takes it in to the wing right side. Here's Vassell. Poeltl, the pass to Vassell. Poeltl kicks to Vassell. Outside, Jones, and the pass to Johnson. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just did.
What do you say to the people who question the wisdom of your decision to participate?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't phrase it like that, Nate. A PR offensive to win over the hearts and mind of...
I was wondering if I could ask you about Nate White's report that you've been asked to...
Hey, I'd just like to clear something up really quickly.